Yo! Welcome to the last video of 2015, in which I'm going to explain how my year went, and it was kind of sad, kind of good, and I really think this video will, preserve the memory of this year very well, so let's get started, yes? Yes, okay. Let's start going month by month. January. January was a weird month for me, because it was kind of sad, kind of not, and I remembered that girls were a thing that I could love, so yeah. I look like a floating head because of my black shirt. I started listening to Panic at the Disco, Fall Out Boy, My Chemical Romance, and all that jazz. I created the infamous channel trailer that I love because it's one of the first songs that I ever wrote, so I really want to keep that, look back on it in 2020 and just be like, Other than that, January wasn't really that eventful. It was kind of just a month where I was a potato. February. Now February was slightly less of a potato month because I did friend things and I actually went outside of my house, but I think towards the end of February is where things started to because I had a panic attack and a PTSD episode during school, and those two things aren't even fun when I'm out of school. And can you imagine, it was I was surrounded by my peers, and I don't know, it was just a big ol' mess, and I hated it, and that's pretty much the only thing I remember from February, because it was that traumatizing. Let's move on to March, and I think March will take up a lot of this video, because it was a really sad month for me. So, March, there's no real way to explain this happily or anything, so I'm just gonna be 100% blunt AF. What? Anyway, 3 weeks into March, things really started to spiral down for me. One morning, something set me off into kind of a spiral, and that morning I tried to kill myself. And I know it's such a heavy topic that I quite haven't mastered talking about yet, because I'm still kind of obviously it didn't happen. I wouldn't be sitting here today if it did. My mom found me in the bathroom, things kind of got messy, and I spent the last week of March hating everything about myself, and I had to skip out on 3 days of school, and my mom didn't want me going back for quite a while. She took 2 weeks off of her job to make sure that I wouldn't try it again, and I think one of my biggest regrets from this is that I caused so much trouble and so much worry that was so unnecessary. I could have I think some advice that I could give to anybody who's going through the same thing: talk to someone. Don't take that giant leap, because it will affect you for the rest of your life. Your parents will never look at you the same, your siblings will never look at you the same, and they will be constantly worried about you and constantly babying you about your mental health and how you don't know any better. And I think I've learned a lot from this, and I almost wish, it's hard to explain because I learn a lot from this experience, but I didn't want it to happen, but I wouldn't be the person I am today if it didn't happen. And I'm really glad that I didn't die that month, because April, next month, the next month, I met someone who I absolutely adore, and he's my best friend, and I wouldn't have met him if I had died. I would have just been another face in the hallway that he saw one time, and oh, a student died, nobody really knew her. I'm so grateful that I didn't go through with what happened, because lots of people that I met after I realized that what was stopping me from progressing and moving on as a human and growing was that I was doubting myself and keeping myself hidden because I was afraid. And I think one of the best things you can do for yourself is to reinvent yourself, I guess. I saw everything that was wrong with me and everything that I wanted to change. And you know how there's this person in your head that you see of yourself, and that person was trapped in there, and I wouldn't let it go at all. And then over the next couple months during April and May, I kind of let her go and let her be, because she was hiding for so long. I talk about her like she's a completely other person, because she is, but she's still part of me. And yeah, one of my biggest regrets was just keeping that person hidden. I know it's such a heavy topic to talk about and so uncomfortable and awkward and just but I guess it's part of me, so yeah. Let's go on to happier bits. Okay. April. Music Fest was another big thing that happened in April, and it was such a fun experience, and it was with my friends, and it was just a bunch of music nerds hanging out in a giant school for like 12 hours, and it was super fun. And the ferry ride was great. I made lots of new friends, and it's an experience that I'll remember for my whole life, I guess. I still have like the pass that you get for like Music Fest 2015, yeah. And I tried to vlog that month. I really did. I tried so hard, and I got most of it, but then some people were just like, we don't want to be in your video, and they were in a lot of the things that I did, and it would have been hard to like edit them out, because I had already edited every vlog. There was like 3 15-minute vlogs. I had edited all, and then they were just like, I don't want to be in it, and I was like, fuck it, I'm done, goodbye. The next month I started listening to 21 Pilots, and I think that's the thing that changed me the most this year, because Tyler Joseph, Josh Dun, 21 Pilots, us, The Click, everything changed my view, not only on the world, but what I wanted to do as a career. Their music helped me fall in love with music again, because music has always been a big part of my life, but it was kind of like a side thing. 21 Pilots changed my whole view of that, and my whole view of music and how I perceive the world. And I think that this band definitely changed me as a person. I've said that like 3 times, 3 different ways, and I'm really glad about them, because they really helped me through some tough times, and they helped me sort out everything that I was going through. There's a thing that Tyler Joseph said in an interview once about how when we create, we find purpose, and I wholeheartedly believe in that. And that's what got me back into music and writing songs and just drawing and being more creative, because the more you create, the more you create this world of music, of your stuff. It kind of, you only know that meaning, and if that world dies with you, it's gone forever. And yeah, he said once that when you're in a room deciding whether or not to stay alive, you can remember, I need to stay alive because I'm the only one who knows the meaning behind this created thing. And that really helped me out of everything that I was going through. And over the next couple months, I would like become completely obsessed. I bought a ukulele because of them. I started playing piano because of them. I want to play the drums because of them. I want to play the electric guitar. I want to get back into music and start creating. And I got this microphone because of them, because I want to start recording my own music. One of my favorite songs by them is Kitchen Sink, because of the message it holds behind it, and it kind of describes my mentality throughout 2015. The next month, May, I like to describe as the friend month, because that was the month that my friend squad got together. It was me, Des, or Cody at the time, and Morgan, and we would all hang out and skip the last 2 classes of our day to go hang out at Morgan's house. June, we went on a 3-week-long road trip with 16 people, 3 cars, and it was hectic, but it was fun. Okay, July and August were potato months, because I spent most of my time inside writing songs, and I got my ukulele in August, so I was learning to play that. Towards the end of August, we had our locker signups and stuff, and it got really hectic. And that's kind of the time that I couldn't make videos because I was too busy, which is surprising because normally at the beginning of the year I just don't care. But this year I did, and I made lots of friends. In the month of September, yeah, I made lots of friends. I made new choir friends. I made new other friends. I just kind of was a social butterfly and more confident, and I think, yeah, it was a nice month. November is when I really started to crack down and start writing poems and songs, and I started to think a lot differently and become more confident, and I didn't really care about my appearance that much, and it was great, to be honest. I love not caring about what I look like and what I'm doing. It was a really hard time because I started to lose friends because I just didn't care, and my grades started dropping, which is most of the reason why I have 2 Fs because of that month. I hated 2-3 classes. Half the classes I was taking I absolutely hated, so it kind of taught me to not just go along with what the guidance counselor says will be good for you. December, this month, and I feel like this month was really nostalgic in kind of looking back on my year and just like, wow, I've been through some shit, but at least I was alive for it. So I think this month especially was very memorable because I performed in front of my entire school. I sang Holding On To You by Tony Pilots, my ukulele, and it's most people I've ever sang in front of, and I will remember this as one of my first like real times performing. It reminded me of this time when I was in kindergarten, or not kindergarten, it was like 1st grade. The first song that I ever sang in front of anyone was what's it, you know, from High School Musical, the beginning song that's like, this could be the start of something new. That song, that's the first song I ever performed in front of anyone, and I decided that I have been presented with an amazing opportunity to make the last song that I ever perform be We're Breaking Free, so I can end the High School movie thing. High School Musical movie. Let's get on to the next bit. So I just rewatched my last year's video on New Year's Eve, and oh my god, I was so awkward. Other than that, I really think that I have grown as a person, and I have been happy this year, and I've made new friends, and I didn't go to VidCon, but I did go to SensiCon, and I'll make a whole nother video on that because that was so much fun. 2014 was kind of a bad year for me, and I guess from now on I could just grow from that. I mean, I'm not gonna make some stupid cheesy thing about how my life is terrible and stuff like that, because it isn't. Because out of all the bad things that have happened to me, and out of all the sad things, or the happy memories that I have, and I'm learning to focus on those more, like those moments that I had with my friends in June and August, and all of the new friends that I've made and the new people I've met, because I've learned to create more. I haven't saved up enough money for a MacBook because I haven't got a job. I did get a new camera. This is the camera that I used to vlog with me on my Music Fest trip. It is very broken out. It was a really nice camera too, and I wish I had saved it so this video wouldn't be absolute shit. Thank you for being here and for being kind of my audience. I appreciate the people who watch. I appreciate the people at school who have subscribed to me and are probably watching this right now just like, what the fuck? Special shout out to Cody Workman. I've been subscribed for a while. I also discovered this year that a lot of kids at my school have YouTube channels, like Radzalowski and Edric T. Amazon. They're kind of, I don't know, your typical high school boys, I guess. And then there's Megan Films. You guys should go subscribe to her. All the people that I'm mentioning right now, I'm going to put down in the description, so you can go subscribe if you want to. These are just people from my school. I like her vlogs, but she hasn't vlogged in a while. I feel like a stalker when I say that. That's weird. Let's move on to what I want to ask myself next year. Do you got a job? How much money is in the bank that you, like, made and stuff? Does 21 Pilots have a new music video? Is there fandom news? Like, epic fandom news? Or, like, tragic fandom news? Oh god. What if somebody has died? How's the family? How's the kids? How's your wife? Have your opinions changed on things? Who's president right now? Did Donald Trump end up actually being a joke? Please tell me he was just a joke. How's your grades? How's senior year going? Can you still do this? How's your relationship with your family? Have you recorded new music? Have you written new songs? I have so many questions for you. I don't know. I'm super awkward in real life, and back then I was even more awkward, and I feel like I just want to progress and see how less awkward I can be and how more social I can become. Why am I doing like this? Has there been big news at our school? Has there been like a tornado that just tore everything down and now you're homeless? Do you knit more? Have you learned to knit? Have you gotten an electric guitar? Have you learned to play the drums? Have you actually gotten rhythm? Did you get a new phone because you dropped this one? I don't know. Oh my god, there's so many questions and I can't handle this. I can't handle it mostly because I'm thinking about the future now and just like, oh my god, what if like something tragic happened and somebody died and now I'm sad again. But either way, I'll learn from next year, just like I learned from this year, and I hope y'all do the same thing. I hope you guys, okay, this is a great idea. Just make a video like this one explaining how your year was to make it like a memory thing, and then you can look back the next year and make another video. And I feel like this kind of logs everything that was that year and helps you remember it when you're like way off, and it'll be here forever unless you delete it. Don't delete these, please. Anyways, this is me signing off this year. I hope 2016 is a year full of learning and growing as a human being, and just general fuckery, because fuckery is so much fun. This is me signing off. Goodbye.